Lots of breaking transfer news coming out surrounding Manchester United late tonight. A lot of things seem to be advancing as it looks like some sales are about to happen. All of a sudden, Man United are making moves in the transfer window and apparently plan to bring in a left back in the coming days. Now, who could that left back be? They're working and pushing on a deal for Nuno Mendes, and behind the scenes, there's a little bit of confidence there. They're looking at Kirkes, but it doesn't look like he's going to be available in January. And Fabrizio Romano has confirmed there's interest in Dorgu. It's said that United aim to bring a left back in the next few days. Ornstein's dropped United's plan to sign a new forward on loan. Kolo Muani has been one of the players named, but he's not the only player in attack that United are looking at bringing in. Not just left wing back and attacker, they seem to be the two positions United are looking to address in the January window, but that depends on sales. Now, Romano's confirmed that Rashford to AC Milan could be advancing. There's some big movement on the Rashford situation. It's been confirmed the player himself wants to leave United. Obviously, Casemiro looks the most likely in terms of Manchester United players to leave, with more advancements coming out of Saudi Arabia. There's obviously reports that we spoke about in my live show about Xerxes agreeing to join Juventus. There's a massive situation on, and then we've also just got updates on Luke Shaw's injury and more. So, hello and welcome back to Alice Talks Football. Welcome back to your 10-minute late Manchester United transfer roundup. I haven't done one of these videos since the summer, but about 11 p.m, 10:30 every evening in the summer, I did a 10-minute roundup of all the latest Manchester United news. For those people that don't want to watch like hour-long streams and get all their daily news in 10 minutes, this is just the roundup of all the news coming out tonight. I do know that I look rough because I was getting ready for bed and I was just like, there's so much news coming out that I'm going to make a video. Screw it. Even if this video goes out at like 1 a.m, because I've got so much to talk about, and I feel like when I do my live show at 11 a.m. tomorrow, there's going to be even more news coming out to cover. So this was the bomber which dropped a while ago that United, Tottenham and Juventus are exploring a deal to sign Kolo Muani from PSG. Obviously they're interested in it, la-di-la. Now 2 years ago we almost signed Kolo Muani instead of Højlund. Kolo Muani to PSG has been a massive flop, but the money they paid has been a really bad deal. Now he is a versatile attacker. He did look good for France and he did look good for Frankfurt. I've got mixed opinions on this because I do not rate Kolo Muani. I don't think he's good, and I don't want to bring in another underperforming player to Manchester United. But then I also think, well, with FFP, this is a loan deal. I don't mind doing loan deals because then you can send them back. I don't want to do a loan deal with an obligation to buy. I don't want to do a permanent deal for Kolo Muani. That would be stupid. But having Kolo Muani on loan in attack to help us, I wouldn't say no to. When Mount is out injured till March, Rashford clearly looks like he's going to leave and maybe not even play again. We need attacking reinforcement. Is Kolo Muani anywhere near the top of my list for attacking reinforcements? Absolutely not. The dream world, Dani Olmo's there, Gyökeres, Victor Osimhen. Obviously, I don't rate Kolo Muani. He's been crap. He's been poor. I'd rather Rashford be back in the team playing than Kolo Muani because I think Rashford is better. But we're in the situation we're in with PSR and FFP being tight. It's a loan deal. We can give him back. It just gives us another number in attack. And it was a player that United scouts picked out, and it was between him and Højlund. So there was a player there, you know, and if we see the player that he once was, he could be good. But I think, as I said, we've done this before where we've brought in players and they haven't been good. But it's not just Kolo Muani United are looking at. Ornstein confirmed we're looking at multiple options. Now, I know we're looking at Delap, but that is still as a summer option. I know we're looking at Sesko, still as a summer option. Osimhen has not been ruled out. You know, there's a couple of options United are looking at. And at left wing back, there's also a couple of options. Now, United's priority for left wing back, from what I've been told, is Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes has told PSG he wants to leave, and there's an opportunity there for United. So if PSG are willing to sell, and because of the relationship with George Mendes, United, if they sell a player and can get the funds, will go for Nuno Mendes. But that may depend on Casemiro going to Saudi, Rashford exit because of PSR. Now, Man United are also looking at Patrick Dorgu because obviously Lecce need to sort of sell. They're having a bit of a financial situation going on. He could be available for a good price. He's very young. He's a bit of a Lenny Euro. He's not as ready-made as Nuno Mendes, and I think we do need someone more ready-made. But with Dorgu, he could be a perfect fit for Amorim's system. Profile-wise, he's in that Lenny Euro category where profile-wise, there's some player there. He could be a really good fit for the system. It's obviously the number one on the list is Nuno Mendes. The number two on the list is Kirkes. The number three on the list is Dorgu. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that, a very reliable source of information, saying, look, they're added to their list. Kirkes does not seem like it's going to happen in January, though. It was said by Dean Jones Soccer that United are aiming to sign a left wing-back in the coming days instead of allowing their search to drag on, and the club intend for this to be a defining week to get someone on board. So Dean Jones Soccer is very confident that United could be bringing in someone this week. Man United's plan is apparently to bring in a left wing-back, a new left wing-back this week, get him on board. Ruben Amorim said within the first 2 weeks of the window he wants a new left wing-back. That is the priority, on top of approaching an attacker on loan. Things are happening, things are moving in the January window. It was very quiet, but this last 24 hours, rumours of Xerxes leaving have been agreement with Juventus, Rashford now having talks and Romano confirming that. Everything is heating up because now it looks like Casemiro's going to go, Xerxes could go, Rashford's looking more likely to go. All of a sudden, it's heating up when we have to sell to buy, which gives me even more suggestions that the sales are heating up. Jason Burt said in regards to the left wing-back situation, and look, I know I look really rough right now, but he said that Manchester United are pushing for a deal to bring in Nuno Mendes. Ruben Amorim wants to make Mendes his first signing at United. The deal will be difficult to finalise this month, with PSG hoping he will stay. But again, more up to saying Man United are really pushing for Nuno Mendes. PSG want him to stay. But the player himself is actually apparently open to the Manchester United move, and actually apparently pushing potentially for the United move. And if he does push for the United move and he's told PSG he's not going to sign a new deal, which is being reported, then Manchester United's chances of getting Nuno Mendes are probably a lot higher than maybe United first anticipated. Nuno Mendes, Kirkus, Dorgu, any of those signings, I'm happy with that. Bringing another attacker. Kolo Muani isn't my first pick, but I think we just need another name there for depth. And if it's on loan, I won't argue with it. It's just on a permanent. I don't particularly rate Kolo Muani. I would rather Rashford just want to play for United, but that's not the situation. If Amorim wants Rashford gone, we've got to sell Rashford. We've got to back the manager. But it is what it is. Paul Hurst said that United need to sell/loan players before they can sign anyone. If the club move for players, United are expected to move for a left wing back. A pacey centre back and forward would also be welcomed. Rashford wants to leave, and Garnacho could even leave if a good offer arrives, which, to be honest, is nothing new. It's all sort of information that we knew. Continuing on. So, Fabrizio Romano has actually confirmed that there is some talks of movement ongoing Marcus Rashford and a potential exit outside of United. He said AC Milan are among several clubs set to hold talks to discuss conditions of Marcus Rashford loan deal for January. More clubs around Europe are expected to approach Manchester United to understand how they can make it happen. Early stages so far, but movement around Rashford is set to start. And that is said by Romano, because there's a feeling that Rashford may have to stay because there's not many options in the January market, but maybe United are potentially open to a loan because of the wages for PSR issues. And obviously, if he goes out on loan and he gets back in form, they can sell him for more in the summer, because Manchester United are going to get a lot more money for summer in the summer for Rashford than in January, because there's more money to spend, there's more options available. Maybe that's what they're looking at. In an ideal world, Rashford makes up with Amorim, gets back in form, we sell him in the summer. That's the ideal world, but that's not going to happen, it looks like. AC Milan will face high competition for Marcus Rashford, though, from all over Europe. Apparently, the interest in Rashford is stepping up all over Europe, and actually, Manchester United have all of a sudden got a few Rashford's got a few clubs to apparently negotiate. Now, Casemiro's exit is also advancing. We spoke about this loads in my video earlier today, but it said the Saudi Pro League is hopeful of signing Casemiro this month. The most likely destination is Al Nassr, with Cristiano Ronaldo keen on the deal. Casemiro is open to the Saudi move. United are willing to are keen to sign a midfield replacement for Casemiro, and moving him on would allow them to fund that. They could get 20 to 25 million for Casemiro, 18 million a year saved on wages. Across 2025, you're looking at 38 to 43 million pounds. Now, Ben Jacobs said he's available for 25 million. Apparently, I heard behind the scenes, and I reported this before this information came out, that there could be a 20 million bid for Casemiro. It was said that Al Nassr are back in for Casemiro this January transfer window. The Saudi club are waiting to sell Talisca. If they get that done, they will target Casemiro, who's open more than ever to Saudi. So Casemiro himself, who wasn't that open to Saudi in the summer, but had a few talks and thought he could revive his United career because Ten Hag was staying. Now that Amorim is here, he's not playing Casemiro. He is very, very open himself to that Saudi move. His representatives are there talking. Al Nassr wants to get that job done. And reportedly, the Saudi Pro League clubs are expected to actually be quite busy in the January window, spend a fair bit of money. And there's a lot of big clubs trying to offload players. And Ruben Amorim wants to use the window to get players out, because Amorim knows the more he gets out, the more he can get in. In terms of other news, Diego Leon will travel to United this month to undergo his medical and be announced, and Luke Shaw is expected to return from injury, so there's a bit of a left-back boost there. But listen, people, I try to round up all the latest Manchester United news into a 10-minute video for you guys. I know this is coming out late, but I know that everybody likes my 10-minute late night roundups. I'll probably do tomorrow's one at like 11 p.m. instead, but it's a bit earlier, or 10 p.m. instead. Big up everybody for watching. Thank you very much. I will go into more detail on this in my live stream. See you next time. Bye.